Super Mike. It's Super Mike. So come on, y'all. Let's do it. Super Mike coming on. Coming on. Share the message. Yeah, it's an open talk. That's what we doing today. Ready for y'all to come up and say what you gotta say. You didn't know that I rhymed. I do it every day. Sometimes I do it twice. Sometimes I do it 3 times. Baby, I'm a bite. I'm not gonna give y'all all that right now. What's going on, everybody? This is Super Mike 2164. I want to elevate. I want the positive thoughts to melanate in your mind. I want you to have a plan, design that. Do it real quick like. Because you're on with Super Mike 2164. Let's get it right. Yeah. What's up, guys? What's up, guys? We're going to chill out. I'll invite some people up. Hopefully my people come up and see what's going on. We're going to have an open show today. You know how the algorithm goes. It's all about that. All right. It's going to be an open show today. Well, we're going to talk about mental health. You know, I want to keep it positive. You know, we can have a little debate, but, I really ain't into all of that big time debate. So I try to have positive people on because we got a lot of business to take care of. And I'm happy to do it. We're going to be talking about a couple subjects. We got some entertainment, Kanye stuff. What do y'all think about Kanye and Kim? Men's rights, that kind of stuff. Parental rights, say it that way. Yeah. Get yourself hyped. Oh, y'all, I want y'all to be on, we're going to be sending this over to our people over here on Black Enough. Some real good people over there on Black Enough. Hopefully some of them come over and talk to us. We're going to be posting over there. I got people over here on Twitch. We're going to be talking about some world events. The Elder T. West, he just did a show today, which was a very good show. And, hopefully you guys will come in. So let's see what's going on here. All right. Let's start off with this little,
but I don't wanna rush. I'm here and will you make me I see I want you, come for me, I can be what you need, oh baby, I said it,
yeah, you know what time it is, nigga. Check this out. You know what it is, I'm back in the building. You know what it is.
Problematic production.
What's going on, fellas? What's up, everybody? All right. We're about to start the show. Yeah, let me get y'all some talking in real quick, and we're gonna invite everybody up. I'm gonna drop the link. Forgive me for some of the interruptions. Let's turn this down a little bit. Yeah, y'all can press the thumbs up. Come up, press the thumbs up before you start, and I'm gonna drop this link in a minute. But the point is, we're going to be talking about a variety of subjects, so you guys can actually dictate what do you think is going on about whatever we talk about, so you can kind of steer some of the conversation here. I'm going to start off with this subject, though, because I do want to touch on some international events if we can do that. We got I do have a Twitch channel, so y'all can actually go on Twitch. I do Twitch 212 Super Mike 2164. But T West on Twitch, he had a live today, and he was talking about how sanctions, India won't comply, YouTube bans WION for 7 days. Yeah, YouTube bans a lot of people, and a lot of people just won't come back to YouTube. But these are some very good informational people. It would be cool if we touched on the Save Mason movement, which I think we've been getting some progress on. Saving Mason, Tennessee, from the evil comptroller and the racist practices and the bullying tactics of the people out there in Tennessee there. Yeah, so we're going to touch base on a few things. Here's a story trying to solve the COVID mystery. Why didn't African people die? How come it didn't work? That's what they're doing. That's what they're talking about. That's what they're talking about. How come the African people didn't die fast enough with COVID? So let's look at this for a second. Let's get into this one just for a second. Let's get into this. So in the New York Times, it's very important. It's very important that we understand as we start developing in the world as a people, especially Black America, we have to understand that, there's a thing called enemies. Those things do exist. Enemies. We do have enemies. Okay. And our enemies as Black America, we have domestic and foreign enemies. Okay. And so just because, and not only Black America, but just Black people in general, Black folks, a lot of times we do things and we act like we don't have enemies and we don't have to protect ourselves from somebody. We act like just because we will treat someone how we want to be treated, that they are going to be doing the same. And that's just not the case. We accept medicine from our enemies. We accept definitions from our enemies, labels from our enemies, without vetting them. They just tell you something and you just believe it. We don't look at the track records. If you're dealing with, Western society, they keep records on you from ancient times. And they judge you on those records. They'll take revenge for something that happened 1,000 years ago because they learned about it in history. So it says here, trying to solve a COVID mystery, Africa's low death rates. Okay. The coronavirus was expected to devastate the continent, but higher income and better prepared countries appear to have fared far worse. Okay. And who are they showing was, all of these images are important when they're showing a story. They're showing black women in Africa. They're showing their backside. These were expected to die, I guess. A wedding in a village in northern Sierra Leone last month during the pandemic. Okay. This is March 23rd, 2022. By Stephanie Nolan, a white woman. So the white woman is worried about why black people didn't die as much in COVID. Here's another story today. So Stephanie Nolan wrote one. Stephanie, okay, she wrote this one too. Africa's low death rates are a mystery. There are some theories, though. I mean, she wrote several articles on this. Here's theories. She's throwing out theories. All right, so let's go into this a little bit. Like I said, guys, press the thumbs up. You can come up. Let me drop the link. You can come up if you feel like it. There's the link. Just click that. You can come right on up and talk on the show. What's going on? Just make sure you press the thumbs up. Share this. Share the talk in your social media. And if you have a quick comment, or if you just want to come up and just have a conversation with the show should last about either an hour, at the most 2 hours, if people want to come up and talk. But actually, you know what? I got the French one on. Let me change this here. But we're going to be talking about a variety of subjects. So this one right here is just international. Let's deal with this here. So here's Nolan in Sierra Leone. There are no COVID fears here. The district COVID-19 response center has registered just 11 cases since the start of the pandemic and no deaths. At the regional hospital, the wards are packed with malaria patients. The door to COVID isolation ward is bolted shut and overgrown with weeds. People crammed together for weddings, soccer matches, concerts with no mask in sight. Big deal. Okay, like whatever, a mask. Come on. Sierra Leone, a nation of 8 million on the coast of Western Africa, feels like a land inexplicably spared as a plague passed overhead. Inexplicably spared. Maybe they just didn't get the memo that they were supposed to be scared. Anyway, all right, so what has happened or hasn't happened here and in much of sub-Saharan Africa is a great mystery of the pandemic. The low rate of coronavirus infections, hospitalizations, and deaths in West and Central Africa is the focus of a debate that has divided scientists on the continent and beyond. Have the sick or dead simply not been counted? See, they want to spin stuff. There's no problem there. Have the sick or dead simply not been counted? If COVID has in fact done less damage here, why is that? You see, the thing is here, the way white media covers black people, they act as if black people or black nations, black continents, black humanity doesn't exist. This brings me to a point that I was talking about on my last live. They don't respect our definitions or our life. Okay? This is why Black Lives Matter, that phrase is so triggering to these people. They're very triggered by it because it goes against counter their law. Now, if you listen to the Moors Science Temple, in which I've had debate a little running debate with one brother, and I'll show y'all some of that. They think that if we just change to what we call ourselves, then we can get a better shake. Even the American Indians, the black ones, they're clearly black people, and they literally think that if they just stop calling themselves black, then they're going to get what they want, and white people will start respecting them. This is so insane. I don't understand what they think, because no matter what you call yourself, they don't respect you because they don't respect you. And so, but they talk about African people like, oh, are they just not being counted? If COVID has in fact done less damage, see, they don't just trust the word of the Africans, because African people will tell you we haven't had a problem. But see, whites, they're not going to trust your word. You see, this is a lesson that black folks need to understand. They don't trust the statistics of black scientists, of black nations. They don't trust the manifest success of a black nation's science. They must fact check it with someone white, sanction it, legitimize it. Okay? And the thing is, they've taught anyone in the Western world to not legitimize an indigenous nation's science, which limits the mentality of the Western nations and the people of the Western nations. This is the reason why, it's okay to bomb these folks without or kill, black folks can kill each other even in the cities and everything, because, to them, they're like, we're just going to pretend you guys don't exist. So if in fact, that's insulting. If COVID has in fact, if the people are there, we can just talk to them. If COVID has in fact done less damage here, why is that? If it has been just as vicious, how have we missed it? This is stupid. The answers are relevant, not just to us, but have implications for the greater public good, said Austin Demby, Sierra Leone's health minister. Austin Demby. Let's look at him. Now, he's a black person, but he's probably educated with someone in the Western world, because why the hell would he even question that he's the health minister? Why is he talking about if? It is what it is, what he say it is, because he said it. Oh my God. You better not tell me this is Austin Demby. Okay, here he is. I was about to say. Let's look at this guy. I'm just going to go into this a little bit. I just wanted to see everything you should know about this guy. Demby is a renowned U.S.-based medical expert. So he's based in the U.S., like I said. He's working with them folks, okay? He's working with them folks, and he has their mind, so he sanctions this if stuff. If the answers are relevant, not just to us, but have implications for the greater public good. Okay. The assertion that COVID isn't a big threat in Africa has sparked debate about whether the African Union's push to vaccinate 70% of Africans against the virus this year is the best use of healthcare resources. No, it's not. And then the shot, that's a debate there. And like I said, look at this here. They would definitely show common African people kind of making it seem like everything is, they'll find the dirtiest spot and just kind of show that, as if, It's kind of just wild there. Everybody's kind of backwards there. They show a sick person. So anyway, those images are important. That's a part of it. Let's look at this here. I want to look at what's going on, guys. Let me see here. That's another thing. I want to look at this. Hold on. I probably started the show a little late, but we'll go into some more stuff here. Hold on. Oh my goodness. So here. Let's look at this debate. This brother here. Well, actually, you know what? We're going to look at this. We'll look at this. Here it is. Is this it? Right here. So the brother T West, he has his show. Yeah, I recommend you guys go on Twitch TV, twitch.tv. Type in Afris Synergy. Go ahead and follow this show. Let's go forward here. Let's see.
Exterminating Russia, exterminating their children, also castrating Russian prisoners. You see, these are the things that some Ukrainian officials have been heard saying. So that's a problem, y'all. That is a problem. That's a problem. And anyone who don't see that as a problem, a big problem, something wrong. Something is wrong. All right, once again, y'all, this program today is the sanctions. India won't comply. They won't comply with the United States with these sanctions. YouTube bans for 7 days. And
let's look at that. Let's see if I can find that story myself. WION News. What is that? I don't know. So WION News is the Indians, I think. Rishi Sunak is being grilled over his wife's links to Indian. Okay. Oh, look at this. So YouTube blocks WION News. This is Indian news network here. Okay. All right. So they report a Russian statement. So YouTube doesn't want them to report that. They blocked them for 7 days. So we got censorship again. This is what it is. This is how they did. This is not functioning. This is not something that's a functional system if you got to censor everybody. Yeah, you want to create a certain narrative. India Prime Minister Modi speaks to Ukraine President Zelensky. Indian Prime Minister Modi speaks to Ukraine President Zelensky. So amid the ongoing Russian invasion of Ukraine, President Zelensky held a conversation with the Indian Prime Minister. Okay. All right, we're not getting much else out of this here. Oh, they want you to listen to it.
Today, Prime Minister Modi's call to Ukraine president comes in the backdrop of multiple requests, including one from Ukraine's foreign minister as well, to play a more active role in the ongoing conflict. Now, over the weekend, Ukraine's Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba had urged Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi to reach out to Russian President Vladimir Putin to stop the ongoing invasion of Ukraine. Once again, letting our viewers know, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi is to hold a conversation with Ukraine President Zelensky on phone today. And this call to Ukraine President comes in the backdrop of multiple requests, including one from Foreign Minister to play for urging India to play a more active role in the ongoing conflict. Over the weekend, Ukraine's Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba had urged Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi to reach out to Russian President to stop the ongoing invasion of Ukraine.
So the president of the Ukraine, which is right next to Russia, has to ask India to reach out to the Russian guy. They're not talking. So there you go. There you have it there. That's interesting. And what else does he say? India is not going to sit up there and respect sanctions. So he said India is not going to respect the sanctions.
Much of that is pressure. The United States is ramping up pressure against India, against China, because they oppose what the United States is doing. They're not participating in the sanctions against Russia. They're buying Russia's resources, its oil, metals. They're buying these things, and the United States doesn't like it. All right? They believe and they think that they have the power to control the buying and selling in the world, which is goes right off to the book of Revelations about this beast will have the power over buying and selling. Okay? But there will come powers that will come against it. Okay? And I've dealt with that a little bit in the past also. Okay? And you see that you see China, you see Russia, you see India, you see a growing number of Arab states. Now, what's the common denominator with all of those countries that I just mentioned? They're all in the East. So the book of Revelation says, then shall come the kings of the East. Coming against who? Coming against those who have killed so many innocent people around the world.
So now, like you said, the brother T West, he's connecting it to biblical predictions. This is what we're seeing. He says this is what we're seeing now. But if we look at here, it shows that the China warns the U.S. over forming Pacific NATO backing Taiwan. And then over here, the U.S. warns Russia. U.S. warns China. So you're dealing with Russia versus Ukraine, which you could have just let that go. But now you're getting into the mix with China. You're trying to warn China, and China's warning you. So it looks like we're going to have a big problem here.
Just give one example. But
Biden is talking about we're going to have food shortages because as we're threatening these other countries, this is not like it was a long time ago. They're threatening us now because the United States has allowed offshore production of its main ingredients of a lot of important supply items that we use every day here. So we're more sensitive to the threats of these other countries. Russian oil, Russian grain, China's, technology, and all of their production. We fired all our people, put all our people in jail because of, somehow they thought that was the best thing. And they hired China. So now Biden is warning you that you're going to have a food shortages because he feels that starting war is more important than just going ahead and minding his own business.
We had a long discussion in the G7 with with both the United States, which has a significant, the third largest producer of wheat in the world, as well as Canada, which is also a major producer. And we both talked about how we could increase and disseminate more rapidly food shortages. And in addition to that, we talked about urging all the European countries and everyone else to end trade restrictions on sending limitations on sending food abroad. And so we are in the.
So there you go. This man, and keep in mind, guys, this is an open show. The link is in the chat. You guys can hit that link at the top there. Let me you can hit that link with the star, and you can come up if you want to talk about something. And this is not the only subject. Yeah, we're just playing a couple subjects. This is the international stuff right now. So yeah, you can hit the link, come up. We're talking about a variety of stuff. What I wanted to do too is I want to play this here. Let me see if I can even do it. All right. Here's another. Well, actually, let's do it this way. In the domestic front, we got a situation with Mason, Tennessee. This is something that a lot of people are not talking about, but this is actually more important to me for Black people in America, because no matter what these people do overseas, and even if the war comes here and all that, we're going to have to be able to protect what we already have. And Mason, Tennessee shows that, gives us a test to see if we can do that. So here we got, let's look at this here.
Foundation, BlackRock and Vanguard Group, please save Mason, Tennessee, and stop the hostile takeover of a majority.
First of all, I didn't like that. BlackRock and Vanguard Group, please save Mason, Tennessee. That is the wrong idea. BlackRock and Vanguard Group don't give a damn about Mason, Tennessee, or Black people. This is the dumbest mentality Black people can have. And this is the reason why this Freedmen Group, I don't like them, because they depend on the United States to do right without threatening. The bottom line is we never get anything without a threat. And we can threaten. We have the power to threaten. Okay? They don't want to give us something, we will take over and we will give it to ourselves. This is the reason why Mason, Tennessee is important, because we're there. We're strong. We can produce ourselves. Okay? We can control things ourselves. This is the but I'm gonna let them finish playing this crap that they're saying, because they're the Freedmen Party. I mean, they're pretending like, they're trying to, save Mason, but it's like they're begging. The people who saving Mason are those who are fighting, threatening. So Mason, Tennessee. Let's look at this. Hold on. Preparing to hit the Mason streets. So the Black people, they going there, they're hitting the streets of Mason. This Jason Mumpower, and I talked about this before. He's out here, the Black people, they're getting this stuff together. They out here creating a scene, a situation, and we're focusing on that governor. We're focusing on that Tennessee comptroller, and we're looking into his business. We're looking into this man's business, because this is how you save something. Hold on. There we go. What's up, Stanley? What's up?
In the house, let's get to it, man.
Yeah, you here. You got it. Let's play
But
that.
I don't wanna rush. I'm here. When will you make your move?
There you go. What's up,
Oh
man?
man, I thought we was gonna chop it up about the video, the
No,
dancing.
no, I just jumped that down. I just dumped that down. But
Kim chose for our kids to be watched by other people. She wasn't with the kids. Her boyfriend is texting me pictures of him naked in bed talking about, I'm with your wife. I thought she wasn't my wife. We went through a year and a half of divorce. I finally got the lawyer to hit the divorce. And why you calling her my wife then? Unless you're trying to gaslight, you being used as a pawn. And Kim is also. It's bigger than any of y'all think, bro. The whole indoctrination in Sierra King is bigger than y'all think. Ungodly organizations. But God got this and God got me, baby. And as far as like, oh, he crazy. Yo, that shit is just like, it's weak. It's just mad. You know, it's like trying to match the shoes to the jacket. It's just like too obvious, bro. Obviously, there's brilliance through that. And obviously, it'd be some baby mama stuff on one end. It's like, I'm stalking this woman. If I pop out at a game, then all of a sudden, Kim not texting me back. This baby mama 101. But I'm not having it. It's up.
Wow.
what's up? What are you thinking? Because
and I want you as a godly person not even blame Kim in the situation, but you gotta understand that people who are controlled and compressed try to control and compress other people. People that are free want to free other people.
dang.
I always been free. Always been me. And I'm those kids' daddy.
Mm. Is he dropping some knowledge?
And you're not gonna muffle me.
Man,
You're not gonna write me off as crazy. We can play fair. But I'm not gonna stop using my voice.
Okay.
Go ahead. Go in.
Man, Kanye, dude, it's. I mean, I want to buy in so bad because he's spitting fire, but you know, I know about what he did at the Georgia Dome here with burning the church. So I know about the Bible that has his name replacing God. Yeah, it's got Jesus on the front, and he not deflecting them things. What? Look, whoever listening, whatever you believe, that's what you believe. Nobody can change that, you know, unless that person decides to change it. But I mean, I believe the word. If my name is being used in that way, dude, I'm not only distancing myself from that, I'm calling it out and saying this stops here now. As a matter of fact, it don't start. But he isn't doing that, and I can't be him. And then you look at what he's saying in this instance about his relationship. Yes, he dropping it. The other video where I think Instagram put him on punishments. You know what I'm saying?
These social media sites though trip, ain't they though? To me.
Yeah. I mean, you want content, you want people to look. You catching feelings about what people are saying? Look, if it's a lie, whatever it is, if it's a lie and it's put out on social media, well, people let me correct that. Most people are not going to gravitate to it. They're going to see through it and then they letting it go.
But the thing is, people believe lies out here all the time, man.
That's what I said, most. So I said, let me check that.
Every lie? I mean,
no.
How is that's what I mean? Like the social media, they act like people are stupid. Lies been out.
Yes. Yeah.
Lies been out. Lies been out. People have dealt with lies. Oh, they feel like they get to guide everybody's thoughts now.
Yeah.
They're the
Oh yeah,
police.
with the influencers, I peeped that out. What you're saying right here, I peeped that out when I started seeing that. They talk about, well, I got this many followers or that many followers. Dude, who is you?
Right,
I'm checking out your video.
right.
Follow? That's
That's a
that's
totally
that's so.
different mindset.
Yeah, you talking about something different when you start talking about follow.
Well, and see, I mean, in one sense, if they use it right, then I see what they're saying. But like you said, the way they using this stuff, you know, it ain't right because, like you said, they trying to talk about some real following. But right, you
Yeah,
just kind of keeping track of them, you know.
or checking out their content.
Yeah, I mean,
Follow, but
yeah,
they can have what is it, social media influencer, that okay, that sounds more appropriate than, you're in a position where I have followers. You taking on a lot. You talking about
no,
follow
no,
me, I mean,
yeah, because if they want to keep it like that, then nah. Yeah, but see the way they want to try to, it's like words are powerful, and but the thing is
yes,
too, the way we use the word, we gotta understand that's how we're using it, and we get to use words the way we want to, but we just need to understand like people change the way words, what a word means.
yes,
Yeah, and I mean as human beings, this ain't nothing but language.
it
So
is, but when you're changing the definition of words with an ulterior motive, once again, stepping into a different thing. I
right,
mean, the some people call it cat, dog, cat. I call it the Center for Deception Control.
right,
They they have changed the meaning of words to fit the narrative.
exactly.
And but then you look at, like, I was just talking to my daughter earlier, and she was asking me about cur- cussing,
Uh-huh.
cussing and swearing. It is it the same biblically as what you would think of as in the street? And I
Uh-huh.
said, no, it's not, because in the street is cussing, and that's usually meaning profane language or swearing.
Uh-huh.
That's talking about profane language. But when you come to the word, swearing is about, the word tells us not to take oaths. Just ain't gonna happen. So Divine Nine and all these fraternities and sororities, forget about it. Ain't gonna happen. Cussing to the word is cursing, and that's getting into spells and divination and all other things that we are not to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
But and I was just breaking that down for her to show her what the difference is. But I let her know that cussing does come from the word cursing if someone's
Right.
saying it properly.
Right.
So
Now, do you think anybody can, if you curse, I mean, I guess we got to look and see how these things are being used because you got to realize, you know, it's like this here. This is my thing with any religion. Now, I'm a Muslim with Nation of Islam, but the reason why the reason why I do it like that because I just never been. I don't believe. I believe the words in these scriptures that we are blessed to have. Right,
mhm.
these are words that have been translated. Uh, they have had different contexts over thousands of years. Okay,
Thank you
They've
for not saying millions.
yeah, they've been in different languages. Okay, different circumstances. But the reason why they are relevant is because they speak to human the way that God created us, okay, our natures, right? So that it's telling us stories and some of it is revelation, but like people who say they know, that right there is a red flag for me. Because if you think you know, you see what I'm saying? This is the problem in society because we think we know. We are babies. We like, come on, man. We like really like we are putting too much on ourselves. We really think we know. You
Well,
can't. Now, what you think you know, it's like this. It's like you got a 5-year-old, and you might be like, do you understand what I actually do to provide? They're thinking like, I was born, I got this house, I know how to tie my shoes. Well, you can't say I don't know nothing because I know how to tie my shoes. It's like, okay, this is how we look to me. And see, when you think you know, you can't be taught because you're trying to teach everybody else. And that's why we had to come as babies. We had to come born again. We had to come in a way, especially when we're dealing with the word. When now the thing is, God is not going to even let you know everything until the right time. So you can't know. You know, what you believe. That's why it's called belief. Like you think you know what's on the other side of the wall from you, and you might be right, but you don't know. You see what I'm saying? And we don't come to this stuff with humility. We do not come with enough humility. That's why there's much arguing. There's decades and decades of debating. Okay, with people who, if you look, they're looking at the same book, the exact same words. But what's the difference? It's us. We're different. And we want to, and some of us argue and we really want to fight each other and stuff. And we cuss each other out. We split up the church. We split up the mosque. Some of us get so angry, bro, like seriously. This is why a lot of people are done with religion. Because
great.
But the thing is, then we want, and now, like for example, like religion, right? The word has meant one thing. Now people say now it means to bind and all that kind of stuff. But it's the way you use the word too. So we got an etymology of the word, but then how are we actually using it? Because now we want to replace it, and then we go, oh, so it's spirituality. Okay.
No, that's not religion.
I know. We're changing that now. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like the way, if you would have said, way back in, let's say 1940, you would have said spirituality or religion, I don't think you would have got much of the same kind of debates that you would have got now, trying to differentiate those words, because people would have kind of thought that they were synonym, you see. But now we're using them different because our circumstances are different. You see, the situation, the world is different. That's what I mean. Like, even back in like the 30s, when you heard stories where our parents telling us, oh, we used to leave our door open all day. Nobody came in.
Try it now.
See? Different circumstances. Go ahead.
It's different circumstances, but I got to bring this out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so according to the word, John 3:11, verily, verily, this is the King James version. Verily, verily, I say unto thee, we speak that we do know, and testify that we have seen, and ye receive not our witness. So when there are some things that we absolutely know, and there are some things that you know that come from not being taught. It's what's revealed to you, the same way it was revealed to Peter when Jesus asked, who do men say that I am? One said Elijah come again, another one said the prophet, and he said, who do you say that I am? And if I'm correct, Peter said, you are the Son of God. And Jesus told him, man didn't reveal to you, but your Father which is in heaven. That the person when I came onto the show, you had Rashad Ritchie at the top,
Right. Oh, hey.
and yeah, I had a conversation with him on his show,
Oh, you got
and hello,
keep going. This is Sister Shahida. This is my mother. She's in on the show, but keep going, big bro. Keep going.
what's up, sis? So, um, Rashad, we had this conversation, and it was about fossil fuels. This was some time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I and I'm still in my 40s, technically,
Right.
but how I responded to what he said, I had never thought of before in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "Well, yeah, oil comes from fossil fuels." I said, "So to get more oil, we need dead animals?
Mm-hmm.
Is that?" And all these like mental walls started breaking down for me. That, bro, they've been lying to us so long, so long. Because to think that oil comes from animals, and so we don't get more dead animals. And he went into what it's that minerals and processes and all this other jargon he came up with. When the price of gas started going up in the 70s, they said it was because we was about to run out. Well, it's 2022 now. They don't even say anything like that now because that doesn't carry weight. They can't even mention that because like that, we're not running out of water. We're not running out of oil. And the same way they talk about the planet is overpopulated or the earth is overpopulated, is you and I know, and probably sis too, that there are vast areas where there are no people. So it's plenty of space.
Yeah, right here in the U.S.
Yeah, and all over. But that just goes into the lies that we're being told. But my point was that there are some things we know and some things that are revealed to us that are absolutely true, and I can't explain except that the Lord revealed that to me in that moment for me to know it.
Right. Yeah, I mean, and this is what I mean when I say no. And what's going on? Now the thing is here, this is what I mean when I say no. It's like,
oh boy.
So when you seriously, listen, check this out.
No, I mean, I'm just laughing because of what we're talking about and who we're looking at now.
Yeah. No, but no, seriously. This woman said here that she don't know, she can't define what a woman is. You know that, right? You heard that?
No. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but this is the judge. This is a Supreme Court judge. She's going to get confirmed. Okay, the black woman. She's married to the white woman.
White man. She married to a white man.
Yeah. And this is her case. This is just a little subject. I was arguing with this one brother. Let me see if this is the case. Oh, here it is. So it shows he continued. Judge Jackson gave the axe to a settlement designed to benefit black workers at one of the nation's largest employers. Denied injunctive relief agreed to by Lockheed Martin. Now, the employers, Lockheed Martin, have been racist against the black employers. Okay, the black employers got attorneys and went through the process. They got Lockheed Martin to agree, like, okay, yeah, we're gonna pay you $22 million. We're gonna pay you $22 million. This is the case. Vernon Ross, Deborah Jorsey, on behalf of themselves and all others, here's the plaintiffs, Lockheed Martin, and yada yada yada. So this woman, this is her writing. She the one who was the judge. They're like, oh yeah, we got a black judge too. yeah, you know what I'm saying? And the company already agreed to the money. They're like, yeah, oh, man, y'all got us. Damn, we was bad. You know what I'm saying? We got to give you
Yeah.
this money. Okay, so we said, okay, here, 20. They actually had a number, $22 million. Make it available to 5,000 people, which is
Yeah.
not enough, but whatever.
Well,
So
I mean, it was 5,500 people, but that's a lot of money, man. Even after the attorneys get their cut, that's still a lot of money for them people.
right,
And they
well, here we go.
probably would have been able to keep their job because of what they did wrong if they wanted to.
Exactly. So here it is. Just real quick. I'm not going to read this whole thing, but I'm just want to show some of the highlights. The complaint contends that the discrimination claims are susceptible to class action treatment. Lockheed Martin resulted in inadequate safeguards against bias in the assessment of African American employees. This,
Uh-huh.
okay, so the black people are named, okay? So it ain't about people of color. African American employees. Okay, this is for black. This money going to black people. Okay, so
100%.
yada yada. Okay, yada yada. So similar event, identical performance. Plaintiffs they filed this action. Okay, here's the number. One key feature of the resolution that plaintiffs have negotiated with Lockheed in addition to a $22.8 million settlement fund and certain changes to Lockheed's performance appraisal process is the class members' agreement to release the broad. So they had even bigger legal claims if they would have kept fighting. So
Wow.
if they gave them this $22.8 million, they would agree to a release from broad swath potential legal claims against the company. And okay, so this and that. I just want to get to this little part. This is this woman's writing here, just what I'm reading here. Okay, so she did this. Okay, so potential race discrimination claims. I'm trying to get to. Okay, so here it is. Okay, likely received the money before the court. She just went and outlined. First, she outlined the situation. Okay, now here's when she started getting funny style. So right here, let's see. Plaintiffs have consistently maintained that their punitive class and proposed settlement satisfy all the necessary criteria for certification and approval under Rule 23, such that this case should be permitted to cruise right into the notice and hearing stages of the class-wide settlement process. However, for reasons explained fully below, this court has reluctantly concluded that it has no choice but to pump the brakes. What kind of language is that?
Wait. Back up. Say that last part again.
Look, it says, yeah, listen to this. This is her writing this. Okay, so just let you know, I'm gonna read that again because it's a very professional. All the language is super highly legal and professional, all the way up here, and then it says. So she basically outlined that y'all already negotiated. The people agreed to it. It's like if I accused you, let's say you was accused of stealing, right? And then I caught you myself, and here's the cat. I showed you the cameraman dude. I got you. You stole, and you're like, damn, you caught me. Okay, damn. Just get me for this, and you agree. Yes, I stole from you. Okay, so you not lying. You're not pretending like you didn't steal.
Right.
You say, yes, I did steal from you. Let me pay you back this way.
Yeah, hey, look, don't leave out the part that, and it was other stuff I did, but I'll pay you this.
Yes.
And so long as you don't talk about everything else.
Don't tell everybody I did it. Don't come after me no more once we do finish this. Okay, that's all we need the court to agree on.
Mm-hmm.
So you're like, all right, okay. You fessed up, and okay, so we're gonna do it this way. All right, so now everything that was set up. So that's what she outlined here. And then she was like, so plaintiffs, okay, have consistently maintained that their punitive class and proposed settlement satisfy all the necessary criteria for certification and approval under Rule 23, such that this case should be permitted to cruise right into the notice and hearing stages of the class-wide settlement process. However, for reasons explained fully below, this court has reluctantly we did this, we didn't feel like it, but we had to. We reluctantly concluded that it has no choice but to pump the brakes.
Yeah.
Pump the brakes. I guess that's legal terminology. That's when she started getting a little ratchet here. Yeah. So she said pump the brakes. She says that they failed to demonstrate the commonality, yada yada, Rule 23. They have not explained how it is that Lockheed. Now she's the Lockheed Martin defense attorney now.
Yes.
They had already admitted.
Oh my God.
She's a Lockheed. She explained how Lockheed Martin performance appraisals process systematically discriminates against African Americans such that it qualifies as either a general policy of discrimination or a testing procedure or other company-wide evaluation method that it gives rise to discrimination claims that are susceptible to common. What? What are you talking about?
Is that the CRT handbook?
Right, now you're throwing in see Walmart and Dukes. What? See Walmart, some other case? Wait a minute.
Yeah, the people said, the company said, we're going to pay.
Damn. And the people are like, what the hell? The court also sees several fairness-related red flags. What? Fairness? What is that? Fairness? Oh, so we got to be fair. Wait a minute.
Now the courts want to be fair for us. So fair that you can't have $22.8 million.
For discrimination that they don't admit it to.
Right.
Yeah, all that.
It was these people that stood in the way of our progress when Elijah Muhammad was on the scene, when Marcus Garvey was on the scene, when everybody was on the scene that wanted to help free us. It was these so-called educated Negroes who stood in the way of our progress because they didn't want to leave master. They didn't want to leave the master.
Yeah. So, yeah, you see here, I was debating this he's a Democratic shield, this guy.
Yeah, they're still here. But hey, but look, they got a little lighter because BNC Network closed Friday at 2 p.m.
Yeah, but what's nobody knows about that, Nobody really knows about
BNC.
And
if they were trying to keep it 100, everybody would know about it.
Right, because they weren't legitimate black news. They were black looking news, like Vicky Dillon. Yeah,
black looking.
Just like this woman. She's just black looking. See, Alabama's first black federal judge asked Biden not to tap Ketanji Brown.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're saying, oh, he's hating on her. But the reason why is because, she's not going to do anything for black people. She look black. She's from Jamaica or somewhere. I don't know where she's from, but the bottom line is, yeah, that was that. So that's the situation there.
So can we go back to pump the brakes right quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I've heard some reports about the confirmation hearing, and a lot has been made, even though I can't say I've heard a lot of it discussed, but a lot has been made of her credentials and how educated she is.
Right.
Pump your brakes. I mean, sis, pump your brakes. I mean, come on, lady. And you can't. You need a context for you to be able to define the word woman.
Right.
Wow.
So she said she's not a biologist. This is a
It's painful, bro. I'm hurting over here. Oh, it is. She can't define what. And what was they asked her when life begins. She has pushed two children into this world, unless she had C-section. But either way, they came out of her.
right. But
Even
that
if you, even if she just will say life began when they came out the womb. She can, if she's that educated, she should be able to respond without giving that answer.
well,
Regardless what I believe.
she's educated in the world of the enemy under the law of the enemy. And what I mean by enemy is these people do not consider us persons. They don't consider black alive. They don't consider us persons. They don't consider us personhood. And I've had that debate with some people. Let me see if I can even show y'all this. I don't even know. Let me see if it's here. Oh yeah, these people that you're not even a person.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, what you
You
gonna
talking
do?
about the three? You talking about the 3/5 clause?
Right.
Yeah, but it's also some other stuff. The Moors are all into it. They tell you not to call yourself black because that's not real and all that. And I'm like, listen, you can't. Anyway, yeah, I had that debate, and I put some of that on the my last little message and stuff. But the bottom line is, you're not going to get what you want conforming to a foundational idea that's set up to actually delete you. They consider you, just like that's the reason why they don't respect you. Like they'll take over your land and they'll be like, okay, you get this part. They don't talk to the people that's there. That's why they say Christopher Columbus discovered America, because there wasn't nobody here, because those ain't people. They don't consider Indians. Those aren't people. And we coming up like, hey, we're right here.
Yeah,
Now,
discovered. But that's
yeah,
how they tell on themselves when they obviously say what they don't mean.
now let me ask you this. Now let's see what y'all say. Now here's the religious thing. Adam. How long did Adam and Eve? How long ago was the biblical Adam and Eve story? How long ago was that?
I give you between 6,000 and 7,000 years.
Okay. So, what do you think? Are they the first human beings?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So why do where's that come from? Where you so why is that what explain that. Explain that to us. Like, as far as the system that you're getting
That,
that wisdom from, like the Bible. Because remember, we was talking about earlier, this is what I kind of where I was touching on, especially when we deal with matters of religion. Like, I say what I believe. I say a belief. And that's intentional. That's the safest word I could use. See, because to me, when we be talking about what we know, we just got born, man. So that's why I'm listening. I'm like, okay, what now? Yeah. So you tell me from your perspective, like, human beings. Go ahead. Where
okay, yeah. I mean, it absolutely comes from the word,
mm-hmm.
and that's why I said anyone can believe what they want. You cannot no one can make another believe anything. They have to believe it for themselves.
Right.
And when we move to the New Testament, the verse I spoke of earlier, when he says no, when he says no, I know those things. I don't doubt or dispute. I can't I No one can know it for me, and I can't know it for anyone else.
Right.
So, but yeah, it comes from the word, absolutely. I mean, I've heard some. I can't document it. I'll just say it's out there. You probably have to find it from what I say, but I've heard some research that spoke to, and this is outside of biblical, that if you go back like 60, uh, not generations, but you had your parents, then their parents, and you keep going back. I think the
Mhm.
number is like 60, and everybody ends up at Adam and Eve.
Right. Right. Okay.
So,
What you
but that's
think?
Well,
who. Oh, go
No.
ahead. Sorry.
okay. Well,
And too, if you want to just have just your regular, I got the cam too. But if you want to take it off and just put it on a picture, you can do that too, just in case if you feel like it.
how do you do that?
Yeah, it's just it says start cam, stop cam.
Okay.
Yeah, so if y'all just doing something at the house and you just want to chill, and you got other stuff going on, sometimes people just put the camera off, but it's up to you.
Okay.
Because
Well, what I believe is we know that the Bible, things have been added in the Bible and things have been taken out of the Bible for a reason. We also know that according to some archaeologists who were digging in Africa, they found some bones that when they tested it was at least 35,000 years old. Okay. So if we say the origin of man begins 6,000 years ago, how can we explain the 35,000-year-old fossils of humans that they found? So something is not right. In other words, something has been messed with. Okay. Now, I believe in most of the Bible, but I also believe that some things were taken out purposely and some things were added in purposely to keep a people who were put in slavery sleep to who they really are. Okay. Because for them to let us know who we really are, then they can't control us anymore. But the whole thing is about controlling your thoughts, controlling the way you think, and protecting certain information getting into your head. Okay. Because it doesn't, the control of a people, of a person's mind doesn't work if the person have knowledge of where they really came from. We didn't come from slaves. We weren't slaves. Okay. We were, and what I'm saying is they didn't go into Africa to get slaves or people who were ignorant. They didn't even know how to build America. Okay. They was only surviving after the Native Americans taught them how to survive. But after that, they didn't know how to build. Okay. They had to come and get a people who knew how to build. How can you explain that the people they brought over here who were slaves built the White House and they didn't even know how to speak English? They didn't go to any archaeology school, no architecture school. They knew this in their head. Okay? In their head. They knew how to build. We built America, okay? And the structures that we built are still standing.
Even the pyramids.
You see? So they didn't come and these people are not ignorant, okay? They didn't come and just get people running in the jungle with bones in their nose, but that's what they had to tell us. That's what they had to tell us, so we would believe them.
Like the picture you showed earlier, Mike.
Which
Yeah.
one? Hold on.
The one where they showed the coast in Africa.
Oh, oh, you talking about with when they was talking about COVID or something?
Yeah, they show us the worst part. I haven't been to Africa, but I've talked to Africans. Man, they have cities over there. Stop playing.
Right. Like they had to make the whole scenario up. Like Tarzan came over there to civilize one white man.
Now
they
wait a
had
minute.
to build. Oh my God!
Look at how, to me, this title.
Bingo.
Look at this title. It's so racist. It's so, to me, it's so genocidal. Read that. Can y'all see that? Trying to solve a COVID mystery. Something's wrong. Africans didn't die enough.
Yeah.
Africa's low death rates.
For real? You kidding? What?
This is what. Look at what they say.
No. Lord mercy, these people.
Yeah,
And
they can't care anymore.
They can't.
Hold on. Let's look at the picture. This is the first picture they show of African sisters. Sierra Leone, a sister with her butt, just showing the butt. They highlighting the woman's butt.
Yeah.
Now these sisters probably are not trying to show their butt off, but the way they taking this picture,
right? Yeah.
You see how they kind of hovering above her and kind of angling down, both of them. You know, we naturally stand with the hands on the hips. Nothing but sisters here, and women and children. No men. Well, there's a man right there. We don't know what this is about. I guess it's a wedding.
Yeah, but they trying to make it Africa look as if there's no progress. That the reason they survived is because they're primitive.
Look at who wrote the story. Look at her. You see this person?
Stephanie Nolan.
Stephanie Nolan. Let's get a picture of this person. This is why I like the internet. See, because
oh my God.
Wow.
She's writing about Africa. She's worried about how come. Oh, look at this. Health reporter details journey from South Africa following Omicron variant travel ban. She is so worried about the Africans.
How did they survive? Oh man.
I mean, and so that's the thing, you know. And we so nice. Look at her. She's visiting us. To her, this is like visiting a zoo or something.
Right.
And we don't get this just because they're nice to us. They're nice to dogs, man.
They know how to smile.
Hold on. I'm not saying every individual here, but I'm saying there is a
mindset.
This is what I'm saying here, and this is what I'm going to prove. And I'm going to support why I say what I say. Now, I don't mean it's right. This is just why I believe it. Okay. So now, what I was going to ask you, Leroy, is that's why I pulled that up. Have you ever heard of that pre-Adamites?
Pre-Adamic? No.
Okay, so yeah, check that out, look that up, and see what you think about that. You know, I ain't gonna spring nothing on you if you haven't like heard about it a little bit, but that's biblical. Like I think, because I ain't gonna lie, I ain't looked at the story lately, but one of Adam and Eve's kids went off and married somebody.
Mm-hmm. Look, I don't question that there have
Okay, so that's what I was getting at earlier. See, because
There,
this,
there,
let
there
me
have been some
I'll
additions.
show it to you. Let me show. Yeah, go ahead and say what you were gonna say.
But yeah, I don't question that there are some things that have been intentionally left out, like the King James version. I think it's before 1690 had the Book of Jasher in it,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh
it
yeah,
doesn't now. And we know about the Council of Nicaea, but
yeah.
ir- irregardless of all of that, they they had a text in that room or rooms or however it happened, and none of them could have done anything had the Lord not seen they wake up. So he what we have now, those 66 books, do get us back to him.
Okay. See, that's interesting. 66. Okay. No, but the thing is, what I was gonna say here is this. Check this out, because see, the thing is, this is what I'm saying. There's been a lot of arguments over thousands of years. Okay, those arguments was for a reason,
Hmm.
and that's all. I just do it
True.
that
I mean, look, I question
way.
the testing methods.
Right, and the
Like,
thing is, this is what I mean by that. And that's why I say what I say, because Christian, that's good words and good righteous. That's the reason why it lasted this long, because there's so much pureness and truth in the word. They couldn't take all of it out. But guess what? There, if we going by the ideology that nothing has been kind of played with, I said that way, then what that does is make us scared to find truth. You know what I mean? Because then we get our faith get tested. Like, it doesn't matter if the devil lie, like, you know what I'm saying? God allows the devil, he lie. You know what I'm saying? He be tricking people in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? He and God lets that happen. So a lot of time, but a lot of times we don't understand that. We think, oh well, God gonna protect me. We coming up with stuff in our mind, what God gonna do for us. But I mean, God is showing you, like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna if you let the devil get you, I'm gonna test you out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let him, just like he did Job. I'm gonna let him get access to you. Let's see how you act.
Right.
Are you gonna?
test your metal.
Yeah. Once you find out that I let him get you, I let him get you. You gonna get mad at me now, right? You gonna run away from me. You see? So this is kind of how we is. We like, oh no, God wouldn't let them do that. Oh, God wouldn't let them do that. God wouldn't let them do that. It's like, are you trying to ignore truth because you don't want to get mad at God, or are you just because you will get mad? What if God did let him do it to you? He let him lie to you. He let him trick you. And once you find out, you're gonna just deny it because. So I mean, that's all I'm saying. It's like we
Oh,
got, that's how I look at it. I'm just like, I believe because I believed stuff, and then somebody came and showed me that I could, I was like, okay, well, based on this, okay, this is what, and I'm like, okay, you proved your point so far. Now I would have to wait until something else comes to me for me to now, because but yeah, there's a thing called the pre-Adamites, and then you got this Ethiopia, like you said, the Council of Nicaea, all those kind of things. Those
mhm.
things are important. It just, it's for us to know, because like I said before, their law is based on the reason why I asked about that. The reason why I even started asking about that is because the pre-Adamites are people who they consider not people. It's the same thing they do in their constitution. You know what? They don't. They actually put it in the first part of the Constitution. I had it somewhere in my little book, but
I tried to look that up for
go
one
ahead.
of my grandchildren, and it's not in there anymore. If you go on the internet and try to find it,
Which
It's
one?
took it out. If they took the that we were 3/5 of a human being, and
Oh, I got it. Oh, I got it.
yeah.
I got
But
it.
I'm saying I tried to find it on the internet, and they took it out. The way
Oh,
they
no, no.
changed the wording.
Nope, it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's there. It's there.
That's not surprising.
Oh yeah, they're trying to hide. They're hiding their tracks because they know the younger people are coming up and want to find out the truth. So when they go to searching, they know they can get information off the internet. So when they go searching on the internet, they're not going to see that what was in there originally. They changed the wording up,
Oh, I
and they
think I
don't put
oh, yeah,
don't put us in there like they don't put like Black people or African people are 3/4. They don't put that.
yeah.
They don't put slaves in there. They put something else, but it's not totally. So if I was to tell my grandson, 11 years old, that these white people had us as 3/5 of a human being in the Constitution, Declaration of Independence, he is not going to believe me because I can't find it on the internet. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
He'll look at me like,
But-
Grandma, that's not
Yeah.
true.
But that's something you know. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
But as him as a child,
yeah.
see, these children, they think differently from us.
True.
So I'm just saying, they covering their tracks.
Yeah. The thing is, this is something good to check out. Let's see if I can get it. Like I said before, we gotta kind of make ourselves. It's like this. Okay, this is how I look at it. And this is my perspective. Hey, it's all good. Everybody, do you. And the thing is, because everybody is at a different space. But I know one thing: the truth is important, because when we can deal with truth, then when we make our moves and our decisions, they're on strong foundation, right? Because what it says, the truth shall set you free. You're gonna know it anyway. Something's gonna happen. You're gonna know it.
Right.
Now, yeah. So the thing is, we just got to prepare ourselves. Like, that's why I don't say necessarily what I know now, even though the word says now you're gonna know the truth. But do you know the truth now? See, that's
do
you know
the truth now? You tripping.
know.
See, okay, so
I gotta be careful. I just try to be careful because I don't want to set myself up. One of the worst emotions that human beings deal with is disappointment. A lot of us have a problem with dealing with disappointment, because if we believe something, and that's what it literally hurts. And then somebody starts touching on some of that stuff, and oh, wait a minute, damn, hold on. My grandmother told me this, my great grandma. My grandmother would not lie to me. Okay. So I've been, and it starts touching all these emotions. And then, let's say we realize that, okay, this was maybe not actually the most precise information. And now we all disappointed and we questioning God and all this old stuff. We go through all these range of emotions when a lot of times it's not even necessary, because we didn't set ourselves up thinking that we knew. Like God, how God, man? Come on, man. This is the word, okay? And I'm going to interpret it the best based on what God has allowed me to understand thus far in my life. I'm going to do my best. That's it. That's where he wants you, because now he can lead you. But if you thinking that and then when maybe somebody else have a different perspective or whatever, and you then sometimes there's a conflict or argument because we think we know. So they've got to be absolutely wrong. Now maybe they are wrong, but we got to listen though. That's all I'm saying. We got to listen a little bit. Yeah, but now they're here with the Constitution. I'm just going to show y'all this real quick. And, we're about to wind down a little bit. And, I'm glad y'all came up, talked to me, because us having these conversations, believe it or not, y'all not YouTubing type people. and there's a lot of toxic crap on YouTube and stuff. You can get disappointed on the internet, period, right? But it's important that, like I said, just regular, decent people actually sit up here, have these kind of conversations in front of people. The world actually learns from this. It's amazing. This stuff is easy for us, and we take it for granted, but just our conversations help people. To me, it's weird, but hey, I guess it's something, because a lot of people
Hey,
don't get to think about this stuff. Maybe.
what you played earlier was really weird.
Mhm.
With Biden, how he just it reminded me of the video where he says, well, we had the most extensive voter fraud organization ever created. But the one you played earlier, it's about him outright admitting that, which I still understood when they started talking about the sanctions. He said the sanctions are gonna affect Russia, other countries, and here.
Yeah, right
Like,
there. Yeah, I'm gonna
but
play that
and
again.
you just saying it. I mean,
He's stupid. He is just stupid. So
Section
that's
3
hold on, I'm not gonna. Let me try to play
shall
this.
be vested in a Congress of the
Section 1.
United
Okay,
States,
let's do it.
which for electors of the most numerous branch
Yada yada
of the
yada.
state legislature. No person shall be a representative who
See, no person. What's a person? People. You got to define every word with these folks,
oh
because
yes,
they'll change that what that means to them.
and that capitalization means something.
Yes, all of that. So let's go. I
shall
don't.
be made within 3
All right,
years.
there it is. See that? See
Let's
this?
see.
Here it is. I'm gonna back it up just to what he said. Let me see something.
Years after the first meeting of the Congress of the United States, and within every subsequent term of 10 years.
Oh, hold on, I missed it. Excuse me. Let's try that.
Meeting of the Congress of the United States, and within every subsequent.
Hold on.
For a term of years, and excluding Indians not taxed, 3/5 of all other persons.
You hear that?
Of other persons. Other
Excluding
persons,
Indians.
not tax. And
So-
other persons.
Capital
We're
I
not even
Indians.
calling, we're just other persons.
So hold on. This is hitting us.
So maybe we should be cheering for persons' rights instead of civil rights.
See something here. This is and this is what I believe. I'm gonna show this here. Hold on. I was gonna show something, because there's a lot of people. This is the reason why. Anyway, I can't go into all that because we almost at the end. I don't want to go too long because I forgot y'all late anyway. I'm glad y'all staying up. It's Saturday, so y'all ain't got nowhere to go. But no,
Let's do this.
I was like, no, I ain't gonna keep it up too long, but because I want people to listen to it. But the point is, I want to show something for all my. Well, I do not call people pretendians, because we have native lineage, but the thing is, we're all mixed up. But let's do this. Let me show something anyway, because because right there in the Constitution it said that you don't matter. It said excludes Indians and all persons 3/5. That's us. All that is us. The free Negroes and the slaves. You're excluded.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, but I just want to show, let's say, Queen. Y'all heard of Queen Califia?
Oh boy.
Y'all heard of this, right? I'm just showing it.
Yeah, let's see what the Queen got.
The history of California, Queen Califia and California blacks. Ancient American empire of ski, Queen Diamonds and Gold, Califia. This is what California was named after. The Spaniards and the Moors who first came over here in like 1510 when they start exploring this part of the land. This is, her, and they got other stuff to it. But the bottom line, black people was over here. So black folks was here. I don't want to go into that so deep, but we Indians. They called us Indians, the Carib Indians. But we look like we look down. Let me show another picture. I just want to show a couple pictures of Indians, just so we don't. And I show this every now and then, just so we get it, because we were lied to. Oh, shoot.
They haven't stopped.
Yeah,
they haven't stopped the lying.
yeah, and it just kind of. I hate when I have to look for stuff, but I can get it pretty quick. So I'll let y'all suffer through a little bit of my. Oh, look at this picture. I just wanted y'all to see this. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna share my entire screen. Y'all gonna see everything. That's how I'll do it. I'll do it this way. Yeah, I'm gonna share the entire screen. But I'll be flipping back and forth. Okay, here it is. So y'all can see this now. Here it is. Look at that. What does that look like? Y'all see it?
CERN.
That's in space. That just looked like. I just like the way that's set up. I mean, I know that's just us. It's like a one-eyed entity up in space. But anyway, let me find this one picture I just wanted y'all to see. We were, there's wars that shows how the black people and that was already here were captured and enslaved and sent to Caribbean to mix up. Let me just, y'all looking at everything. Yeah, y'all looking at all my little pictures and stuff, but I wanted to find this one. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it anyway. Well, those are Indians. That's from India.
Yeah, the ones that look like VJ Singh came from us too.
Yeah. But
As a matter of fact, I saw it was something. You know how you flipping the stations on TV, and they were showing another place that's over there near India. But to look at these people, if they were not to speak, you would think they were African American, straight up.
Yeah, and I
they
have
were
those pictures. That's what I'm gonna show you. Go, but keep going. Yeah, because I'm looking for that. I have that. I have.
Yeah, and in the Filipinos, we got the Negritos.
Yeah,
so
those Negritos.
Anyway. I've even seen some pictures of black Asians. I mean, what you really think of when you think of Asian, you think of
that's Hawaiian, or those are islanders. They didn't come from straight Africa. These are the kind of peoples that are there, and you can see our faces a little bit in there. You can tell they're like from some kind of island or something, but you can see our faces in there. They mixed the people that was already here with some Africans, and they was breeding farms. I got this book, I could show all kind of stuff. I ain't gonna go into it, but I got this book that goes into the breeding practices of the enslavers, how they routinely just bred us. This is how we got here. That's the reason why we didn't know nothing, because they separated us and breeded us like horses and stuff. They just breed. They just raised us from babies.
And that goes for the people that were already here too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's the people that was already here. That this is what they was doing. This kind of stuff. You see that? This is what they found when they first came over here. They were black people, and they was raping and doing their thing. This is a real picture from that time. You know what I'm saying? These are pictures that they had, that they painted, they do artwork with. I got even more. Let me see. And of course, we know the Moors. You know that, right? That's more is of saying. So, but these are the kind of stuff that we are not shown because we don't supposed to exist. That's the reason why all of our inventions, all of our inventors, we learn about them way later. They just pretend like they didn't even exist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
They don't talk about how there was running water in Africa on the inside of the house,
exactly. Bam.
and that they took that back to Rome.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, people taking baths and they had one hot water. They had situations to heat up the water. This is the
Right.
kind of crap they used to do to us. You see that? They just experiment on black people. They cut up a black woman.
Yeah. Look at
Well,
that. I remember seeing that picture. Yeah, I remember seeing that one.
Yeah, this is the kind of stuff that they just calmly, just murder.
Wow.
So these are the same people that teach us though to how to understand the word. And that's the reason why we definitely got to be careful. That's why we always end up finding out new stuff because they done lied.
Yeah.
We done found, damn, we didn't know this. Council of Nicaea, we didn't know this. Jesus, oh my God. Stuff right in plain sight. We done found out. Oh man, it's one picture I just wanted to show because it's all over the place.
Can you show that one of the pictures I sent you earlier?
Yeah, let me do that. Let me find one of those that you got, that you sent. Let me get rid of this stuff.
Because
yeah, I'm gonna get it back. I'm gonna get it back on.
The enemy, and I'm talking about our physical enemies right now.
Right.
So our head physical enemy has people who look like us, who are our enemies too.
Right.
But I say our main physical enemy, the picture I sent you earlier, where, let me say it like this: that enemy is in the middle.
Can you see this?
Yeah, I could see it.
This is what you sent me. So you tell me which one. Are you talking about this one? What are you talking about?
No, the one with the little white girl and what is said in that one. That enemy is in the middle, and they are playing the ends. We're familiar with the term playing the ends against the middle.
Yeah.
They're in the middle playing the ends because they are able to control financing with people we will say is white, right?
Right. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, they came up. These are the people they get to play the game and switch in between. Whoopi Goldberg was right. Whoopi Goldberg was right. That's why they hit her, because she said it right, and she knows she said it right, and we know she said it right. Okay, they know she didn't hate them. She loved them so much she decided to say she is them.
And adopt their religion.
They now, when it's not popular, they get to say, "Oh, we not this," and we're
but
not.
You look at what they're saying, right there. And that will appeal to those of us who want to do what happened in Haiti, and we know what happened in Haiti.
What you mean specifically? You talking about the revolt and take over Haiti?
Yeah, how they every white man, woman, and child was out of there. They took care of all of them.
Right. Now that right there, yeah, I see what you're saying. Now I see what you're saying. Okay,
yeah. So they're in the middle, claiming to be a minority.
They are.
even though we aren't a minority on the macro scale, or on the micro scale here in America, we are. But these people claim minority and not white and white at the same time.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna hit. I was seeing that. You see
I
it.
tell you.
They are the chameleon. And the thing is, there's a certain science to what they're doing. And they get it from a specific place that you can't just get. You can't join them. Like, one of the things about us, we get to argue with each other as far as, religion and this and that. But a lot of times we're arguing because we're inviting each other, come here and join me. You can be what I am, full circle, full stop. You have the right to, say, what, I see it your way. I'm gonna study yours, right? That the thing is, if you see it their way, you can't join them. You can't beat them.
It's like the mob. they are in. Black people might tell you they in the mob. They ain't in the mob.
You can't beat them. You can't
Hold
beat
on.
them.
What about Ivanka Trump?
She can marry into them, and they'll marry, but they have a certain they have a certain rule as far as how that goes. You can consider yourself one of us. Certain birthrights. I think it goes by the mother.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think they have there's certain rules.
And who's behind getting rid of patriarchy?
Right.
The
way they do it is a thing called tricknology.
Oof.
And like I said, the good thing about today that's different from a little further back is we have being that we kind of disrespect ourselves and the knowledge that we get, we kind of don't see our stuff as important, but we have knowledge on the scene now that have really kind of peeped their game out. And that's the reason why they focus on us. They always worried about what we talking about, censoring and all that stuff. That's why anytime black people talking about something or doing something, they're ready to censor.
Yeah. Or try
the other people. We're the other people. So they have taken the identity of the other people for themselves.
Right.
They have taken the good qualities of the other people and switch the other people's qualities.
Now I'm gonna play this one last thing. Since we on religion, I'm gonna play this one last thing.
Wait, let me say this though.
Okay,
they've taken the other people's qualities and put them for them as their qualities and given the other people their qualities. You understand it? The switcheroo.
I don't have time to play this last thing.
I get you. Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not gonna play it, but we might do it next time or whatever we talk.
Yeah, again. I mean they call themselves chosen. All right.
That's us.
Everything. They beneficent. They go around doing good things for people. Go around saving the world. They took the other people's qualities.
But got a whole Lolita Express.
They're the criminals. They're the criminals. They're the thieves. They're the drug addicts. The other people are the low life now.
Who's selling body parts?
Oof. Yeah.
Who control all the poppies and the heroin? And what's that? What's that about?
It's not us. It's the other people.
Rounds with
the ones using it, right? Those people. Those are the bad people. They're using it.
We gotta be real. I think today, we have a beautiful opportunity. That's like I said, we are blessed, but it's it's not easy. But we the ones that got time. But if we fall into some, it takes time.
What you were saying earlier, Mike, about how they're the imposters and how they'll pay attention to what we say. It's because regardless of our differences in our community, a lot of us have perception.
Right.
We able to perceive that, okay, something about that wasn't right. Whatever it is, we can see that, that don't fit. What look, and we can go back into what we were talking about earlier about just the word no. we might not know, but we can tell that,
Something. Right. See,
ain't and up.
that's all I'm saying. If we get a little comfortable, we will actually be able to see a lot more. And then if we're wrong about something, because sometimes we will believe something, we truly believe it, but then we're wrong. We're not up. Like, damn, okay. You're faster to admit, oh, I'm wrong. When you're not invested so hard, like, because and that's all I ask people to do, like, just be careful, because really God, he's gonna put it in your mind. He gave you perception, and he's gonna reveal stuff to you, but if something he's revealing to you, it's gonna conflict with something that you believed, that you thought you knew, let's say a few minutes ago, and then you go, oh no, that can't be right, no, and then you spend your life running away from the truth, and then not understanding how come you can't progress, because you're trying to deny a fact that that has been revealed and made plain to you.
It's the Matrix, guys. It's the Matrix.
Exactly. It's the
Matrix. Then everybody should be able to fly like Neo.
And we understood. But no, I want to play that thing that Biden said, that you said, and then I think we can start to end it off, because I think we got a nice amount of content here. I don't want to go too long because I want people to watch it or be able to listen to it. But hold on a second here. I don't know why I always had this problem with sharing this stuff. It's just kind of irritating.
Biden is standing on your internet cord.
You should have been around. I know I got an FBI file somewhere.
And it's going to be real. The price of these sanctions is not just imposed upon Russia. It's imposed upon an awful lot of countries as well, including European countries and our country as well. And
you see how slick he was?
Yes.
That was so slick. He is so good actually with words, but he's a buffoon with words, but all of his buffoonery ain't really buffoonery. He be just letting it slip. But you see how he put that together? He didn't just come straight out and say, it's not, the sanctions are not just going to be on Russia, but it's going to be on us too. He didn't say that straight.
Yeah. And he said it was the last thing he said, not the first.
Sanctions is not just imposed upon Russia. It's imposed upon an awful lot of countries as well, including European countries and our country as well. And because both Russia and Ukraine have been the breadbasket of Europe in terms of wheat, for example, just to give one example. But we had a long discussion in the G7 with with both the United States, which has a significant.
Hold on, I just noticed something. I didn't know what. Oh, look at this, dude! Oh my God! I just noticed something. Hold on. NATO OTAN. What's that? You see this symbol here? NATO. Like, that is like a swastika thing. Anyway, I'm seeing stuff.
Look, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's like a mirror reflection.
Okay, so one of the things is with Satan, the satanic mindset. Now, I don't call it Satan. Let's just say the enemy. Okay, I'll say it that way because I don't want people to get
in their bag about who the real enemy is.
Okay, see, so what?
Hey, just say Santa.
Right.
It's the same letters.
The claws, right?
What about the claws? Claws and Krampus and Saint Nick. Anyway.
No.
Anyway,
if y'all notice, wait, the letters and claws been transposed too. Oh my God. The
Okay,
letters in and Santa has been transposed, and the letters in Claus has
yeah,
been transposed. Oh
yeah.
my God!
And what's a clause in law?
What?
Binding.
Wow, wow.
God.
Okay, anyway, but check this out. So it says NATO, and then they turn it around. Why do they
Oh,
do that?
ooh.
Because that's
I'm not gonna make
the,
up why they do it. I'm just wondering. I just noticed it. Now
Right.
I can guess why they do it. I'm gonna say what I think just off the rip, but it could be wrong. See, that's why I say I think. I don't know why, but I'm gonna say what I think. Now, if you look at that Baphomet picture, I don't have it. I don't keep it, but y'all know what I'm talking about with the little goat head and the moon here, and he's holding his little hand up all weird, and then it's like a goat, and it's like a star, a 5-point star.
yep.
You know what I'm talking about? It's like a Baphomet. I'm not gonna get the picture anyway. Okay, what they do is they'll take our righteous symbology. Okay, they'll take something from the original people, and that's why I call the pre-Adamites. Okay, that's us. We've been here longer than 6,000 years. Us, the original people.
Right.
See, that's what I mean, and that's why I said check that out. You'll see what I'm saying, and it's biblical, and you'll see it. Then that probably open some other stuff up. But the point is, their job is to go into our stuff, and then they got to reverse it. Whatever we say is righteous, they got to change it.
Right.
That's their whole thing.
Right.
They change it. Like if you look at the eyes, there's an eye of Horus. It's like the right eye, but they got the left eye. And then they'll have the hands. Even if I don't know if you look at little Mason stuff, like they had this little hand. Do you do electrical work, Leroy?
Network. I'm in
No,
ceilings. I don't deal with that
that
electric like
stuff.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
I ain't
Now,
Sparky.
okay, yeah. I thought you was doing what I do, but anyway, yeah. In that Sparky, we got the symbol. It's a right hand, but then it's a certain group of them. If you get it to a little certain club, you get a left hand. They just change everything around. That's what the Hitler little swastika is. It's like the right symbol to the right, but they stuff go to the left. So you got to realize that's a little sign for them.
And who is in power now? Not and that's just looking at the left part. Not to say that the right in that setting is better. I'm just saying that Democrats are considered left.
Yeah, left and right, they're going the same. But anyway,
The third largest
Exactly.
producer of wheat in the world, as well as Canada, which is also a major, major producer.
anyway, I just thought about it. Going on that same theme. Okay, now we saying there's no need for war. Why don't y'all settle it different? They're like, no, we gotta use our nuclear weapons. You see what I'm saying? If you say chicken, nature, God has a chicken here. We can eat this chicken. No, we need to grow it in a lab.
Yeah.
Okay, no, well, here's a human being. It can, we can come up with ideas. We can work. We can produce products. No, let's create a robot to do that. We don't need to. You see what I'm saying? See, their whole thing is to try to reverse, to try to if you just everything got to be chemicals, everything got their science, everything got to be different from nature.
Right.
God already got stuff set up.
You don't want intelligence. You want artificial intelligence.
Yes. See. So that's letting you know something, and that's what I mean. Like this is Satan.
You don't want a phone. You want a smart phone.
See, yeah, it's just like, but I mean, really, when we're going with natural stuff, and their thing is arguments. Well, male and female. Well, why has it got to be like that? What about female and female? What about male and male? What about
What
male
about,
and cockroach? What about
wait, wait,
dog?
no, it's
Lion,
this one. What about no
rabbit?
sex?
What'd you say? Yeah.
No, now
Oh,
now they doing no sex.
right. And now I gotta.
Just
Now I got.
You,
just confuse the
ju-
children altogether. You
you,
neither
you
male
tell
or
me when you're
female.
old enough to decide.
Right? You're a person. You're a person. You're not a male or female. I'm not a male or female. No,
Really.
that's what they
So
teaching the children now.
exactly. I know. I know. And now I'm glad we did that because this is really it. Really
Leah,
it.
Leah
We
is
about
a
to
man.
go.
Leah
We
is
about
a man.
to go. And I'm about to show this picture because I wanted to show this, but I forgot to say it.
But
Go
but
ahead.
even if we some of us have doubts about the straight out veracity of the Bible,
Uh,
we can look at what's happening, like all the things that we just talked
right.
about going from the natural to the chemical,
Yes.
confusing the male and female talk. That's in direct opposition to what the word says. I can't speak to the Quran, but that is in direct opposition.
Right. Yeah, exactly. It's the same. But the thing is though, what the thing is this. You see that, right?
Yes.
This
Yes.
is
Yes.
what they do it. These people are
Yes.
crazy. But it's time for them to go, so they're just letting it all hang out. We gonna let it all hang out. Y'all remember that song, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That
We
that's
gonna let it
that's
all hang out.
that's why they ready to fight a war. It isn't Poland close to where Russia
Yes,
is?
yes, yes.
I mean, if you playing chess, are you gonna put your king all the way, past the halfway point, and you just over there to talk?
Nah, nah.
Yeah, no. So what game is really being played here?
Yeah, these people. But the thing is, it's like this. We're the original people. We're trying to, develop these folks. Their stuff is being exposed. So this is what they want to make us. That's normal, right? Human genders. This right here. This right here. Come on, y'all. We can't play with this type of stuff. This is the universal God of you don't even have to have a Quran or a Bible. You don't have to have that. You
What,
don't
30,
to
30
see
mental
the
disorders?
God of creation is punishing this stuff. He punishes you for not obeying just basics. Dogs can figure it out. But then
It's
here these
crazy.
people come and say, hey, what about the dog? Well, what's up with that dog? What that dog do? Like, what the hell? What kind what do we got going on here? And if their job is to go ahead and change everything, tempt you, if they can get you to, hey, what about this? Try it. And then they can get, if they can tempt a dog, man, if they can tempt a horse, they can tempt the whatever. What is it? They got all kind of stuff they done tempted.
Oh yeah.
And chickens and weirdo stuff. Turkeys. You got videos with these people on turkeys, man. Sheeps.
And
Okay.
you look, and you got weirdos that are black looking like
See?
Tangy talking about, well,
Can't tell
it's
what a woman is.
18 and 8-year-olds are peers. Are you woman? Have you lost your mind?
See, so this is they have. This is what we got to deal with. But it's all
Those
good.
are, you know what you said about disappointment. I feel that when it comes to people like her, because I expect more from us,
Right.
not to
See,
fall
that's
for it.
natural, right?
Yeah,
We
I'd be
expect,
lying if I said different.
but we want to end it off. So just go ahead and make some final rounds. Just basic thoughts, what you would like people to know, and then we'll end it off for the day. Just spit the mathematics. That's from Most Def.
Go for it, sis.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I just hope everybody use their God-given sense these days and time, because if you don't use your God-given sense, you're going to be lost.
Right.
That's the time it is. It's, just what you feel instinctively. That's your God-given sense.
Mm. Boom.
That's it.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, I just want people to wake up, stop falling for the okie doke. I mean, I can't make you see it, but it's some things. I mean, like sis said, your God given sense. I mean, it's just some simple things that they're playing us get ready, because they're not done. But we not giving up. So
that's right. They the ones that got the time limit. And I'm gonna end it off, and I'm gonna say the same thing. I'm glad y'all came and spoke with everybody and spoke with me. And this was a good show. We talked about a variety of subjects and just regular people, and that I think that we're actually smarter than the people who went to school, because they don't even know how to define a woman. And they are a woman. They don't understand what gender is. And they want to destroy the planet because they can't get their way. So, all right. That's what we're going to do. How we're going to survive. Yeah. Go ahead and get your survival kits, guys. Learn how to fast. Okay, yes. That's why it's in there. Prepare your children. Don't fight wars for the enemy. And keep learning, because, this is why we were taught how to survive. It's called the hereafter. We'll be hereafter. All right?
All right. Peace and best.
All right, y'all. Love you.
I'm not a biologist.
Yeah. Yeah.